In July, you will be the president of an international summit on atherothrombosis. What is the aim of this meeting?
Atherothrombosis is the main cause of myocardial infarction and ischemic stroke. So important sets of diseases in Western countries, because they are all thought to have the same background, the pathological background, which is the rupture or complication of an atherosclerotic plaque. So we are addressing diseases that have the same common mechanisms, starting from background notions, mechanisms of atherothrombosis, to translational aspects, to clinical applications. So the summit will collect a stellar faculty of international speakers. I just throw a few names of them to let you understand the importance of the faculty. We will have Renu Virmani, the main pathologist of atherothrombosis, Peter Libby, who has been instrumental in clarifying the mechanisms of plaque rupture, Garth Fitzgerald, a pioneer in prostaglandin studies, Anne-Marie Schmidt, the discoverer of the receptor for advanced glycation end products, Daniel Rader, Bruce Fury. These are persons that have contributed enormously to the field of mechanisms of thrombosis. For translational aspects, we will have Colin Bagent, main epidemiologist from the Oxford group, Joe Lo Scalzo, who has been the editor of Circulation and an important scientist in addressing basic mechanisms of vascular disease. Christian Gachet, very important investigator in the area of platelet mechanisms. Carlo Patrono, who is the co-president of the meeting, who has been the main person beyond the development of aspirin. Peter Rothwell, that is addressing issues relating to stroke. And Bob Giuliano from Boston, who has been the main investigator of edoxaban, one of the novel anticoagulants in atrial fibrillation. Then we will have a set of clinical perspectives with a presentation from Angelo Avogaro on mechanisms of vascular disease in diabetes. Bob Story, important scientist related to antiplatelet drugs. Myself, I will address the issue of anticoagulants in atrial fibrillation. Lars Valentin from Sweden will talk about biomarkers in atrial fibrillation in vascular disease. Filippo Crea from Rome will address the issue of non-atherothrombotic mechanisms of myocardial infarction and angina, and Valentin Fuster, who is the current editor of Journal of the American College of Cardiology, who will address the global burden of cardiovascular disease in the world. As you see, this is an extremely outstanding faculty that will cover most of the topics related to heart disease with the atherothrombotic background. And we hope we will provide the best opportunity for an update on this topic worldwide.